without any delay, first off, I have to introduce somebody special
February 5th.
that came all the way from Apple Valley. Okay? Mr. Tim, raise your hand. Who remembers Mr. Tim? All right. Thank you for coming and enjoying this time with us. But now, I'd like to introduce our race master for tonight. Who is it? Mr. Fisher.
Hear ye, and welcome to Green Hills, the campus of Green Hills, for the second and final night of the 2025 Awana Grand Prix. This is our 25th year of having the Awana Grand Prix. It is our 24th race, because we did not race in 2021 due to the pandemic, but we have recovered from that and survived. And last week we ran the Sparkies, and our winner last week was boom, Micah Benjian. Come on up here, Micah. Come on up here, Micah. So Micah had a time. Do we have that time, Rich? What was Micah's time? Because the TNT clubbers tonight have to beat his time if they want to be the 2025 Awana Grand Prix champion. Micah's time? 2.9659. Micah Banjian, brother to former champ Caleb Banjian in 2023. Neither of them repeated last year. Somebody took home the hardware. So boom, a Banjian has a hat, has skin in tonight's game, if you will. Which TNT clubber can beat? Was it 2.96? Is that what I heard? So, I want to play historian for just a moment. Again, my name is Carl G. Fisher IV, of which, does anybody recognize the name Carl G. Fisher? He's the inventor of the headlight on the car. So when you leave here tonight, you look at all the cars in the parking lot that have headlights, you can think of Carl G. Fisher, and what did he do with the money that he made from the invention of the headlight? He built the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I'm wearing a jacket that was worn by Dosens for the last 17 years. Well, it was up to 2019 when they retired him. So this jacket was worn by Dosens, and Dosen is kind of like a historian that walks around on the floor of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So this jacket itself has seen a lot of history. Tonight, you are going to hear a little bit of history. I'll take just a moment about how this Grand Prix came into being. And that was when Pastor Bacalina installed the Awana Club. Bob and Jerry got together and said, okay, we need to have a Grand Prix. And at that very moment, we had a member of our church, Gene Harden, who is a cabinet maker, a woodworker who knows what he's doing when it comes to wood. And you and I get to participate now for 25 consecutive years with the Gene Harden built Grand Prix track. So, Gene said, I'm building a track for my boys' Cub Scouts and you can use it. The Cub Scout pack that the boys were a part of has since gone out of business, so the track is ours. There are a couple of other Cub Scout and Girl Scout clubs that do occasionally borrow it, use it, and we encourage that. The more people that get to use this tool, the better, if you will, as long as you take care of it, right? So, the Grand Master of Track Builder also knew how to build cars that excelled well, and so we have kept track of who have been the Grand Prix champions. In the first year, 2001, that was Gene's youngest son, Eddie Harden. Second year was Frank Harden. So the Hardens won the first 2 years, and then the Hardens moved to Florida. So that took away some of the competition. That opened the door to Vanessa Espino in 2003, Elizabeth Whitney, 2004, Kirsten Graham, Nathan Reyes, James Hot Rod Sanborn, Kirsten Graham, and then the first back-to-back, that's Cole Douglas in 2009, 2010, 2011 is Daniel Brown, Cole Douglas again, Brandon Washburn, Christian Zarko, Madeline Lang, Levi Sestoyev, Ethan Woolard in 2017, Dell Taylor. Dell Taylor is the grandson of Teacher Jerry. Where's Teacher Jerry again? Oh, over here. So we have a Jerry Harned bred champion on the board there. Lily Abrahamson is our first triple, 3 in a row. She won in 2019, 2020, and 2022. Again, we skipped 2021. Then again, you already heard about Caleb Banjian. And then last year, our champion was Thomas Jones. So Thomas Jones wins this Grand Prix in 2024. And in 2024, we lost Parnelli Jones. Who was Parnelli Jones? He was the winner of the 1963 Indy 500. And the first time he drove a sprint car was at Ascot on September 1, 1957. That was my grandfather's car that he drove. So he drove that car. 6 years later, he wins the Indy 500. He's considered one of the greatest drivers in the history of the Speedway. We lost him in 2024, and boom, we have a Jones. Thomas Jones wins the Awana Grand Prix. So we still have a Jones in the winner's circle, if you will. Didn't think that I would get choked up there saying that, if you will. So thanks for indulging me there. In 2013, that was the 50-year anniversary of Parnelli winning in 1963. And I approached the Speedway with the idea of doing a documentary on Parnelli. And I said, how many people were actually alive in 1963 that are still alive 50 years later? And so the track gave me a credential for the entire month of May. I went around asking people, when you hear the name Parnelli Jones in the 500, what goes through your mind? And I recorded their answers. I did 598 of those recordings. And so during that year, I got to tell everybody that Parnelli Jones was the very first driver to ever go 150 miles an hour at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And folks, these cars here you're going to see are going to do better than 150 miles an hour. If they could propel themselves for 1 hour, they would travel 150 miles per hour. That's how fast these cars are going. Parnelli Jones was the first man to go that fast in a real car at a racetrack. So, in 2002, we decided to have an open competition division where siblings and parents could also race. So real quick, 2002, Gene Harden, of course, the track builder. Phil Clark. Phil Clark, where are you? Phil's over here on the table. He has been our tech wizard extreme. You literally could call him a rocket scientist. Next up was Bill Wild, Brian Lynch, our very own Cliff Schmidt, who has been our starter and master car preparer. Ernie Palmer, Rob Thomas, Kirsten Graham, Patricia Schmidt, daughter of Cliff, Chad Douglas, Samantha Douglas, Brian Schmidt. Black is heavy. Samantha Schmidt, John Woolard, Andrew Castro, Ty Sullivan, Brianna Woolard, Rich Abrahamson. Rich Abrahamson is our master audio video timer, and yes, he knows how to build a race car. And so you heard his daughter was the first 3-time back-to-back winner, and here you have 3 more Abrahamsons in the Open. That's Rich in 2020, and in 2023, Rich set the all-time track record. So figure 25 years of racing. Which car has been the fastest car we recorded? And that was 2.8495. Micah's was what, 2.96? Imagine Rich was 2.84. So he is forever memorialized on that scoreboard. It would be cool for somebody to break that record. We can add that to the plaque. So, there you have just a little bit of history of the Awana Grand Prix. So how many cars do we have entered tonight? I should have asked that earlier, but
38.
I've stumped them. 37 cars. Last week we had 33. So that means what? 60, 70. 70 altogether. Okay. So we are going to run 3 segments. Each segment, every car will race. After the first segment, the computer takes the results and regroups the cars, trying to match them up so they're tighter races. At the end of the 3 races, we look at what is the time, the average time. It's the average, right? That's given us that the cars had. And somebody, if they're going to be the champion, is going to need to beat Micah. Again, that was 2.96 is what they're running for. Okay. So. I think that's covered. All right. So, without further ado, well, we do have further ado. Prior to that very first Ohana Grand Prix, I said, I need something that gets people's attention at the start of the race, and I went to our music director, which was Paul Craig. And Paul Craig, I got this thing for you. He went into his back office and came out with a cowbell. Boom. The cowbell was kind of heavy, so I had Phil Clark replace that with something that the littler hands can handle, but it is Paul Craig's legacy that we remember every time we ring that bell. It almost sounds like hear ye, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to be asking clubbers in each race to come up and ring the bell. So are we not going to do a demonstration race? This is the demonstration race. Okay, this is not the first heat. Okay, so on that basis, I need a volunteer who will ring the bell who's not in that race. And I'm thinking you right there. You in the pink right there.
Come on, Ruthie.
There you go, sweetie. Oh, and she said, let's go. And they're off. And is it the pink car? No, it's the blue car in the yeller lane with a 2.961. Would that have beat Micah?
Yes.
Somebody's on top of that. 296 what? 296.5? So that was a demonstration to make sure that the track is operational. It is. And so, 6:20, we're right on time. Okay, Cliff is reminding us, and thank you, sweetie. You did wonderful. Clubbers, when at any time tonight we want to stay on that side of the green line. Let's just make sure there's no accident of anybody falling on the track. We've survived 25 years. We need this for another 25 years, right? So, as we're lining up the cars, I thought about it this morning. The very first Indy 500 was in 1911, which 25 years later would have been what? 1936? So in that 25-year period of time, how many Indy 500s did they run? They missed 2. Why did they miss 2 Indy 500s? World War I. There was no race in 1917, no race in 1918. We missed 1 race in 25 years. Again, that was pandemic in 2021. So we got something in common with Indianapolis, right? We missed at least 1 race in our first 25 years. So I'm looking forward to the day when we're standing here in 2050, right, on the 50th running of the Ohana Grand Prix. Who else is going to be here that night? Oh, I got 1. Boom. Maybe. So I'm thinking with Phil Clark and Rich Abraham, I'm going to buy a couple of those Elon Musk neuroplants for them, if you will, and that way I can record what they're thinking, and they're laughing as if that I'm not serious. Okay, race segment number 1, race number 1 on the pole. It's the clutch power. Number 8 is Daniel Holtum. Stand up, Daniel. In the purple lane, it is the Penny Mobile, car number 55. It's Penny Padilla. I don't know Penny. Where's Penny?
Over there.
Where's that? Penny. There's Penny. Car number 75. It's the Pink Pearl. How about Camille Craig? There's Camille. Stand up, Camille. Stand up, Camille. You racers, everybody needs to see who you are. You know what, Camille, come out to the line. Come out to the line here. And come here. And Daniel, come on. Come on. That way you guys get to see you get to see your cars racing, and everybody gets to see who you are. Next up is Samuel Gunther in the Star Empire number 62, Sammy. Next to Sammy Fleming in the Iron Flame, car number 66. That should be Philip 66, not Sammy 66, right? In the Cinnamon Roll, it's car number 85, Melita Escobar. All right, 6 clevers, and I'm going to ask Daniel if he would be our bell-in-chief. So, first we got to get confirmation from the starter.
Starter ready.
Starter ready, and timer. Rich says he's ready, so Daniel says,
Guys,
they're off. They're off, and it looks like the red lane, which belongs to Melita Escobar. Way to go, sweetie. In second place, it's Daniel Holtum. And in third place, it's Samuel Gunther. All right, I'll take that bell. You all can go back and sit down.
Can you back up a couple feet?
So, Melita Escobar with a, is that a 2.9566? Is that the leader of the pack? And Rich, do we know the translation? How many miles per hour is that? Oh, down at the bottom. 161.43 miles per hour. 11 miles an hour faster than Parnelli Jones in 1963. Well done. Next up, how about car number 53? Joaquin Rincon in the Blue Thunder. Where's Joaquin? Where's Joaquin? Joaquin Softy? Hey, Joaquin, that's you? You want to do the bell? Come on up here. Next up, it's Yael Hernandez in the Starfire 72. Where is Yael? Yael? Next up, number 77 is Vin Meister, Vincent Soul. Where are you at, Vin? There's Vin. Next up, it's Zaira Narvaez. No, excuse me, Ellie Holm. Do we say Eli or do we say Ellie? Eli. 71, Zaira Narvaez. Where's Zaira? There you go, Zaira. And finally, it's 80, car number 81, Joy Hansen, Hamantha. What is a Hamantha, Joy? It's a what? It's a pig. Okay. Okay. So is the pig going to be first to the trough? So, Blue Thunder, Starfire, Buzz, Gunpowder, Fireblade, and Hamantha. Oink Oink. Is the starter ready?
Starter ready.
Rich says ready. Let's hear Joaquin. Ring it loud. And they're off. And it's a close one, and it is the Fireblade of Zaira Narvaez. Way to go, Zaya. And then Joy Hansen is right there, 2.994 versus 2.995. And then Joaquin himself. Well done, Joaquin. Third place. Oh, I didn't see the time at the bottom. It's a little bit slower. So 2.95 in that first race. Heat race number 3, and it's Riley Sowell. Come on up here, Riley. And Riley's got her patented smiley face on. Car number 68, Rafael Manco. Car number 51, Ethan Peters, the Ethanator. Car number 86, Claire Luther. Where's Claire? She's not feeling well. All right, you want to come up for her? 57 is the in-game Lily Sagum. Where's Lily? There she is. Okay.
Red is a buy.
So red is a buy, not a sell.
Timer ready, early out.
Timer is ready. Who's got the bell? Boom, she says, let's go. It looks like the blue lane. And the blue lane is Lily Saga. Way to go, Lily. Are you keeping score? She's drawing something. Ethanator. Second place was Rafael Manco. Third place is Claire Luther. All right, y'all can go back and take that.
Yeah.
So I see a cheetah.
It doesn't have the gauntlet.
A cheetah in this race, or is that a spotted leopard?
Having the gauntlet race down the track. Yeah.
And this race also features a Lincoln. What year Lincoln is that? Do we know? Okay. Car number 76, it's the Gumball Blast of Elsie Higgins. There you go, Elsie. Car number 58 is Hazel Ruano in the Ghost Racer. Car number 52, Osher Peters in the Speedy. Car number 83, Rain Juarez in the Glitter Bomb. Car number 73, Josiah Wong in Josiah's car. Is that you, Josiah? You're wearing a jersey that says NBA? Is that no boys allowed? You don't know? No, National Basketball Association. All right. Blue is the buy. The blue is by you.
Starter is ready.
Starters ready? Boom. Elsie says, let's race. And it's a close one, but it looks like the purple lane. No, it is Elsie. Car number 76 in the Gumball Blast. Way to go, Elsie. Oh, I blew it. It is Hazel. I thought it was the first one. Way to go, Hazel. Oscar Peters and Josiah Wong. I am so sorry, Elsie. I tried. And Hazel at 157.52 miles per hour. And so you all have noticed that we have Mr. Miles here. He is our official miles per hour.
Oh, both the Abrahams and
I'd actually say he personifies Miles. Doesn't he? Wouldn't you agree? Okay. Heat race number 5. Car number 63. The Lead Express is Logan Shim. Car number 84 is Rebecca Montenegro in the Watermelon Cutie. Car number 50, Micah John in the Bots, or is that Bets? It is Bots? It's Bets?
The box.
It's Bets. It's a blue car that has Mookie Betts' name on it. Car number 56, Johan Park in the Wooden
Guys, you need
Ruler.
to back up. You can't be that
So
close.
that wooden ruler, that could go two ways, right? Something you actually measure with, or somebody that actually ruled all the wooden people. Car number 54, Ezra Banji Bangian and the Knight Rider, the third Bangian entry. Logan Shim. Logan Shim. Boom. You're on the pole. Meaning you're on what? Starter ready? Timer ready? Logan says. We're off. Survey says Ezra Bangian with a 3.0.